Alright, hey everybody. So, I just ran a 5K, and I run with my dad a lot when I'm thinking about when I've got stuff to think about. And I had a lot to think about today. And I'll tell you, whenever I run with my dad, you can always assume that I'm running to like old school country music. And there's some like common themes in like old school country music. Either your girlfriend left you, your wife divorced you, your dog died, you got put in jail because you shot somebody, your mama's gone, sick. You know, it's always a sad song that they're singing about. That, or, you know, I'm so in love that it's gonna last forever and nothing bad can ever happen to me. So that said, a lot of times I find that when I listen to country music, it empowers me. Like old school country empowers me. And that probably has a lot to do with my dad and the fact that like I grew up on that music. So there has been a lot of stuff going on in this community lately that I don't like. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I do not like seeing people that want to fight obesity, that are overweight, that are morbidly obese, and on YouTube telling you that when you make fun of them, it makes them want to go eat. I don't like seeing those people trash talked. I do not dig it at all. And I don't like seeing good-hearted people in this community beat up on because somebody doesn't like what they're doing. And I don't like seeing people in this community feeling like they're being bullied. And I don't like people feeling like they got to choose sides and pick between friends. Because, man, come on, that's high school, people. Grow up. So, you know, I started thinking about this morning, and none of this is personally attached to me. This is just all stuff that I see going on, and it makes me angry. It makes me mad. I see companies like Abercrombie and Fitch, and they come out with this horrible weight bias thing, and then they get to say they're sorry, and it's supposed to make it all better. No, it doesn't make it better. Abercrombie and Fitch, I swear, every time I'm in front of one of your stores, I will take a picture with like a wrinkled up nose or a thumb down or some kind of negative gesture. I won't flip you off, but, you know, I will say Fitch, please. But you can't do those kinds of things to people and then say three little words, I'm sorry, and make it all better. Because the 2 words, right? 2 words don't make it better. It's just like I love you doesn't, you know, those words don't mean anything if your actions are not behind it. And the more I see of this, the more angry I get. And the more angry I get, the more I realize that, man, I just want to fight this fight. Like, and if people aren't going to fight it for themselves, I want to fight it for them. And that is really, like, that is where I'm at right now with all of this. Like, with every single bit of it, I am at that point where I am done. I'm done. My feet are on the line, and I'm ready to go toe-to-toe, people. Like, I am ready to fight. And I don't even mean that as like a threat, so don't take it that way. Don't own this. This is my feelings. You don't get to come up in here and be all narcissistic and make it about you. This is about me. This is about me and who I am and the fact that I've just had it with this kind of stuff. So I kind of feel like as a little girl, I was this scared little girl that did not fight back. I didn't fight back when somebody molested me. I did not fight back when they beat the piss out of me. I didn't fight back when I got raped. I didn't fight back when I was emotionally and verbally abused. I sit there and I took it because I didn't have a choice. But now I have a choice. And I kind of feel like when I was bigger, I still felt like I was that little fat girl. I was that little weak kid that did not have a choice. That people that were bigger than me were going to beat up on me. That people that were bigger than me were going to abuse me. And that people were bigger than me, like they were tougher, they were stronger, and I was weak, and there was nothing I could do about it. And I feel like when I was big, I still felt that way. It didn't matter how big I was, I still felt like I was weak. And you know that old saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall? I believed it. I believed that you were going to knock me down, and I was not going to get back up. So here's my message. If you feel that way in this fight against obesity, if you feel like you're so big that you could get knocked down and you can't get back up, or you feel like you're so small that you can't fight back, you're wrong. Every single one of us has the strength inside us to be strong and to fight back and to be empowered and to stand up against weight bias and weight prejudice and fat shaming and bullying and obesity in general. Every single one of us has that inside of us. Maybe you haven't found it yet, but I know a place that you can. So there's been a lot of changes for me in the last 9 months. When I hit Dallas and I went to the Obesity Action Coalition convention last year, when I went to that inaugural Your Weight Matters convention, I told you then that it was life-changing, and I was not lying to you. It has changed my life so much. It has empowered me with so many friends. And it's funny because as I was running today, you know, I was thinking about this movie that I loved when I was a kid. I bet you some of you are going to remember it, The Karate Kid, right? Like this little kid that's scrawny, and he gets picked on, and he gets bullied, but he's got Mr. Miyagi in his corner, and he's going to teach him how to fight back, and how to stand up to the bullies, and, right? Wax on, wax off, right? So, as I was running this morning, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, man, since I went to the OAC, I feel like I got such a support system. I met so many great friends, and I have so many people in my corner, and it's like I got a whole damn team of Mr. Miyagi's, and I know that those people will put their hands together, and that they will cheer for me, that they will root me on, and they will support me in whatever good things I do. And I know that I'm a good person. I am kind, and I am loving, and I am compassionate, and I want to help people. More than anything, like before any of you ever met me, what I was set out to do was to become a personal trainer so that I could stand behind people and help them in this fight against obesity. So my message to you is that if you feel like you need to be empowered, if you feel like you need to find your support group, if you feel like you're struggling in this fight against obesity, the best place that you can be is this year's OAC convention. The best place that you can go and get some of those things is at Your Weight Matters 2013. I know that there is a lot of stuff going on in this community right now, and there's a lot of you that are thinking about not attending. But let me tell you something. Together we are stronger, and I'm going to be there. And I would love to have you there, standing there with me. So if you're going to go, when you register, tell them Pandora sent you. Stand behind me, be in my corner. And this is my promise to you. No matter what anybody ever tells you about me, no matter whatever you hear, the gossip and the crap, no matter what, I am in this fight. I am in this fight against obesity to win it. And if I see you bullied, if I see you fat shamed, if I see you treated wrong in this community, if I see companies trash talk you and say that you don't deserve to wear their clothes, if I see people fat shame you on YouTube, let me tell you, I'm going to stand behind you, and I'm going to try to help you find that voice inside you, because these people have nothing on you. Whatever they think makes them big and bad and strong and makes them think that they can do this to people, they're wrong. Because inside, whether you found it or not yet, you're bigger, badder, and stronger than they are. And you got more inside you, I promise. We just got to dig deep and find it. So if that happens to you, I'm going to stand behind you. And if you fall, if they knock you down, I'm going to help you stand back up. And then I'm going to box. I am. I will fight for you. That's who I am. That's what I'm about. I'm Pandora. I don't do drama. I do positivity, not negativity. I'm all about being inclusive, not exclusive. And I will say that over and over again. And if it gets me in trouble, so be it. But if those are the things that you're about, then join me at the OAC. Come to Your Weight Matters 2013, because your weight matters. It's not about fat versus skinny. It's about fit versus healthy. It's about weak versus strong. Your weight matters because you matter. So come to the OAC with me. Let's matter together.